Everybody know your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of a great run. Only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to see how they stack up against a fellow Super Bowl contender. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's taken in by Franklin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run the counter. LeBlanc. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving him a yard up to the 42. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Broncos
quickly, and it's complete out wide. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
37-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 63 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So you look at this Bronco defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. LeBlanc. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Broncos at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. Thomas brings it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. LeBlanc. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stafford. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
250.
Up the middle they go. Norton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Stafford. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Taking it about the 16. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 2nd down and 6 now.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Stafford. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a tight one so far, 1-point game. Halftime open. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Gardner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
43, 180.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Football. It's picked up by, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Stafford now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Norton. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
Waiting.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for him. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So following the failed try on fourth down, will change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Yellow.
On first down, LeBlanc. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He finds his man complete. That's Brewer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
The Falcons, 21-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First down. First and goal, Denver.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a handoff up the middle. LeBlanc. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Hey, 43, yellow. All right, go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Move 60.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.